craziest bastards I've ever met in my life. I love everyone.
What's going on, you crazy bastards? You're back here with Rob Kimball from sonsofwrestling.com for a TNA Impact Wrestling review. The last night on Friday night, that is, starting next week. Destination America has moved TNA to Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock, and the hour before at 8 o'clock will be Ring of Honor. So, all the people that were not able to watch Ring of Honor, great way to watch it now. And if you have never watched TNA and you're a Ring of Honor fan, stay tuned right after the show and get involved with this awesome company, TNA. So it's a win-win, I believe. The only thing that sucks is NXT's on Wednesday nights as well, but that does start at 6 p.m. and it re-airs again. So we'll see what happens. I think it's way better than Friday night. So starting off the show, Eric Young is driving up to the backside of the arena, and Kurt Angle's outside. He's waiting for him. He's ready to fight, and Eric Young is like, oh, motherfucker, he's ready to go. Jumps out of the car, we get a little brawl, but Kurt Angle's pretty much on top of this. Security separates this, but this feud is continuing on, and this is the main event for tonight. Then we move on to Taryn Terrell versus Gail Kim in the 6 Sides of Steel for the Knockouts Championship. Dollhouse is ringside, but we are in a cage. So, match goes on. Pretty much Gail Kim just right after Taryn, right from the get-go, attacks the Dollhouse, throws Taryn in, locks themselves into the cage, and the rage is just blinding Gail Kim. So she's not focused, and Taryn takes advantage of this, and so does the Dollhouse outside of the ring through the camera holes, and she gets distracted, ends up eating a Taryn cutter here, and loses the match. And, well, Earl Hebner also eats a clothesline, and Awesome Kong comes running down, but the Dollhouse locks themselves in, and they just beat the hell out of Gail Kim. Awesome Kong cannot do anything, and, well, Taryn Terrell breaks the finger of Gail Kim and takes the wedding ring and puts it in her mouth. So, Taryn Terrell's really got a thing for the chef. Oh boy. So, as this continues on, Taryn Terrell's doing great heel work here. Surprising, because 2 months ago, she was babyface all the way. So, hey, it's something new, it's something different, something cool, and I enjoy it. Next up, Mickie James down to the ring, and she's promised one more match. Well, and she wants to address the James Storm thing and apologize for Magnus, but Magnus is doing, you know. Anyway, James Storm comes on down to the ring, and he admits, he goes, if the shoes were turned, I probably would have done the same thing. But that's the way it is. Anyway, James Storm is throwing out things that he knows Mickie James loves. And he gets that star in her eye, and he says, I've been talking to people, having meetings with some of the top country singers. They want to work with you. You know, that stardom he's trying to put back into her, because she's been gone for so long, just like the one more match. And now, maybe your music career, he's trying to get her away from Magnus as much as possible. There's something deep down in that he's got some prerogative here. So we're going to find out soon enough, I'm sure. Can't wait till we see what happens, what unravels here, because I'm still baffled. But he definitely has something up his sleeve, so I like it. And Mickie James also says, tell him I'll be available. So I guess she's going to Nashville, ready to record some music again. And then, hey, she's good at it, so why not? Then we have the Division Gauntlet, and this is a spot fest, of course. I really like that, though. That's totally fine with me, because it's like, wow, wow, wow. It's like, holy shit, what's going on here? So in the match, we have Manik, we got Rockstar, Spud, DJ Z, which is now on his own, which is awesome, and he came in just on fire. And Mandrews, Argos, Crazy Steve still around, but it looks like, and Rebel's still around, but everybody else gone from the menagerie, thank goodness. And Tigre Uno, he came in, got eliminated during a commercial, so that was kind of it. And then Kenny King comes in like a boss, wrecking house, took out everyone. I mean, kicking ass. And, well, it comes down to Rockstar Spud and Kenny King. And Kenny King just is too cocky to understand the heart and desire of Rockstar Spud. As he goes for some finishing move here, Rockstar Spud slides down the back, rolls him up, picks up the victory. New X Division champion Rockstar Spud, again, second time. And then later on down the road, out back, he's got his championship belt. He's so excited, and they bring up the option C that Austin Aries created. And now they instilled that in the mind of Rockstar Spud. He's like, you're right. I didn't even think about it. Maybe I should have some new goals. And Josh Matthews is like, no, don't do it. But, hey, he could cash in. And you never know. The underdog, Rocky Balboa's story is always a good story. So we'll see what happens down the road. Dirty Heels coming up versus the Wolves. Second match, the best out of 5. And let me tell you what, match of the goddamn night. Holy shit. If you don't watch TNA, if you love tag team wrestling, watch this match. I'm telling you what, insane, awesome. So many close calls. Just great tag work right off the bat. Heart and desire for these tag team championships. This is fucking tag team wrestling. This is pro wrestling. Awesome. And the end, I can't believe how the Wolves persevered here. So many close calls. Fucking Austin Aries hits a 450 and he kicks. Just unbelievable. Like, I couldn't believe that this match was just insane. The Wolves come out victorious here in the end. Bobby Roode was off to the side somehow. It was awesome. Austin Aries ended up getting pinned, but this match, there's no losers here. This was badass. So, like I said, if you like tag team wrestling, I don't care what company it is, watch this. Awesome. Then we have Angelina Love comes out with her new friends, her own security team, because Val Sky is in the crowd because, yes, she was fired. Stupid way to get fired because she picked the fucking Feast or Fired case for Robbie Eat. That was a dumb thing, but there was a way to write her off TV at the time. Looks like she's got a new contract. She's stone-faced, fucking doesn't have any reaction, staring at Angelina Love no matter what she says, and eventually Val Sky comes after her, kicks her ass, kicks part of her security team's ass, and facial expression does not change. I like this new Val Sky because she was not the greatest talker, but man, just some good stuff to look at there, and she looks like she's been improving her in-ring work. Also, although this was outside of the ring, just her ass-kicking capabilities have increased. That's good news. So, hey, looks like we're going to have a feud there, and I hope Bully is still part of the company as well, because Bully Ray rocks and the two date. So that's the way I see it. Then another kick-ass match, EC3 versus Mr. Anderson, and Mr. Anderson had a special giant Jurassic Park cage built for the great Tyrus, and well, he refuses to be put in there, and EC3 with the mic explains why. Guy's gold on the mic, and he will not be a rat stuffed into a cage. Just, yeah, EC3 rocks. Anyway, this match was good, and eventually Tyrus does get slammed into the cage after Mr. Anderson bashes his hand in with a chair, cracks a chair over his back, shoves him in, locks him in. So now this is a straight up one-on-one, exactly what Mr. Anderson wanted, and he gave everything he had to EC3, and he kicked out of everything. The dude persevered, and he ends up nailing the 1%er after Mr. Anderson was going for the second mic check. So, and he picked up the win with it. So this earned the respect of Mr. Anderson. He comes to shake the hand of EC3, and in great heel tactic form, slaps the hand away and walks away victorious. EC3, hell yes. EC3 for champ in 2015. I'm behind it. So is Josh Matthews. This is good stuff. This is fun. It's time to elevate a new young guy, and this guy, you can strap a rocket ship to his ass and let's go. This is good stuff for TNA. Then we have the main event, Eric Young versus Kurt Angle in an I Quit match. And of course, nobody wants to quit. And we have some great suplexes, submissions, and shenanigans. That's the way this goes, because EY in the end had to play dirty and does the low blow to Kurt Angle. He even locks in the ankle lock a couple times to Kurt Angle. Goes for the Angle slam himself. That didn't quite work out. We had a weird flopping mess right there. Kurt Angle went down odd, but hey, in the end, Kurt Angle locks in the ankle lock, drops down far away from the center of the ring so EY cannot go anywhere, and he screams, "I quit." Kurt Angle victorious, moving on, and it looks like Kurt Angle will be facing EC3 down the road, the #1 contender, and I can't wait for that. It's time to elevate a new young guy. Awesome shit. Then this show was badass, and then on top of it we have Drew Galloway sending out a message about pro wrestling, and tell your friends, tell 5 friends, tell 10 friends, tell your cat, your dog, I don't care. This is pro wrestling. Stand up and watch TNA Impact Wrestling. Make an impact. And this is true. The wrestling on TNA is just insane. So, do yourself a favor. Don't be a sheep. Watch the show. After 2 episodes, if you hate it, don't watch it. Just don't listen to anyone else like Dave Meltzer or the guy next door that watches WWE every single night. Old shows from 1999 all the way on up, that's bitching about the product right now because it's not the Attitude Era, but will shit all over TNA because they're pretty badass, but they don't want to admit it. So make your own decision. Stand up, make an impact, watch Impact Wrestling now on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock. So that's all I got to say, man. Awesome show, kick-ass. Comment down here, what did you guys like? I'm totally riding high on that tag match and the EC3 match, just awesome shit. And while you're feeling all awesome, go to sonsofwrestling.com, click the t-shirt banner, get yourself a badass t-shirt and feel even more awesome. So that's all I got to say. Can't wait for more on Wednesday night. Peace.